Hey guys! So I just wanted to do a quick video on just how to launder and take care of your cloths from Norwex. It's really easy, it's really simple. There's just a few rules that you have to kind of stick with on a couple of different things you can do in between and just stuff like that. So we're going to go through it real quick. Every time you use your cloths, you're just going to rinse under hot or warm water. You rub it against itself, which frees all that stuff out of that fiber and let it rinse out. And then you wring it out and you just hang it by its little corner. You hang it and just let it dry, and that black dot goes to work, cleans your cloth, disinfects itself, gets rid of all the odors. You wake up in the morning, you grab it to clean up a kitchen mess or something, you smell it and it smells like a brand new cloth. It's amazing. It's like a magic trick. So that's really all you have to do. You don't have to launder them every single day. You don't have to, I wiped up the other day. We cleaned up where our dogs like eat and drink, and it smells horrible if we don't like keep it up. My cloth smelled horrible. I rinsed it out with hot water, let it hang to dry. The next morning I picked it up. It was like it never happened. So it may smell bad at the moment, but just give it a few hours and it'll be okay. Then really with the Enviro cloth, you can do probably every 1 to 2 weeks. You can launder them. The body cloths and other cloths like the kitchen cloths, the kitchen scrub cloth, things that don't have back lock in them, you can do once a week. And then bath towels, they're amazing. They dry you in a second, and they don't get that mildewy smell after you use it a few times. So really you only have to launder those once every 3 weeks. It just depends on how many you have and what your preference is. But it's up to your judgment of how often you want to launder. That's usually like the rule of thumb are those. But if you feel like your cloths are getting really grimy because you just use them all the time, you can do them all once a week. Or if you don't use them that much and you just feel like they're fine, you hang them up and they seem fine, you do it every 2 weeks. You use your own judgment with what you think of your cloths, but just always maybe once every 2 weeks at the most for the cloths you use a lot. But that's really it. Like, you don't have to wash these every time you use them. You don't have to worry about anything. It's amazing. There's just a few rules to follow when you actually do launder them. Always remember that you never want to use bleach, you never want to use fabric softener, and you never want to use any kind of dryer sheets. Or if you do use a type of dryer ball that has like any kind of chemicals or anything in it, I wouldn't use those either. You always want to wash these with lint-free laundry. I would suggest washing them just with each other, just Norwex, like a big old load of Norwex. But if you do, you want to make the load count. If you don't have enough, just always make sure there's no fluffy towels or anything that's going to put lint on your towels. And then also you always want to use a free and clear detergent. That seems something that would be really easy to find, because there's so many things out there on the shelf that say free and clear, free and clear. But just like everything else, it's kind of a lie. They still have the surfactants and the harmful chemicals in them that the other leading brand detergents are that aren't free and clear. So you just need to make sure that if you do find a detergent in the store, you make sure it is free and clear. I have a girl that does Norwex with me, and she actually did a bunch of research and found that 7th generation powder detergent is free and clear enough for your cloths. They're safe for your cloths. But Norwex actually makes Ultra Power Plus. It's their laundry detergent. It's amazing. It's free of all the parabens, the chlorine, the fillers, the surfactants, all of that stuff that's bad for your skin and bad for your clothes. None of it's in it. And what's awesome about this is that you only have to use 1 teaspoon. That's not 1 teaspoon for your tiny load of cloths or anything like that. It's 1 teaspoon for an entire load of laundry. So because it is green and it's clean and it's safe, you don't have to use as much. Because I know we cloth diaper, and so the only detergent we could find before we found Norwex was Tide Original. And we had to use the entire cup, if not a cup and a half of that scoop to get our diapers clean. Well, now we cloth diaper with Norwex, and I use this much to get my diapers clean. And you put a lot of mess in your washing machine when you cloth diaper, but this is all it takes to get it clean, They don't smell, they don't have stains on them, everything's great. And so we use less of it, which is awesome, and it's safer, which is amazing. And that is really it. So you don't have to use the Norwex detergent, but I think it just makes it easier because you're not having to do all the research and find somewhere that carries an actual free and clear. You just add it onto your order and it's here when you get here, and you can start laundering your cloths and Norwexing your little heart out. So in between washes, if you do feel like, it's getting a little grimy but it's not really time to wash it, or you have like a stain on it, or you wanted to try to spot treat it, you can always get a free and clear dish soap. Norwex makes one that's amazing. I use it on all our bottles and stuff like that for our girls. But Seventh Generation also has a dish soap that is safe for your cloths if you didn't want to order the Norwex. You just take it and you put a little bit on it, you rub it together trying to get that stain free, rinse it with hot or warm water, wring it out, and hang it up just like you would if you just used it. And it should, keep it maintenance until you do your load of Norwex for that week or 2 weeks or whatever. Also, once every few months, it's best if you do a spa bath for all your towels and cloths. All that means is you just get a big pot on your stove, boil some water, put a teaspoon of the Ultra Power Plus in it, let it soak and stir it a little bit, rinse them all out, wring them out, and let them hang to dry. And that is just to deep clean those cloths and just get them back to like tip-top shape so your cloths can last and last and last. They all have a 2-year warranty, but if you take care of them and launder them the way that we suggest, it'll last way beyond those 2 years. That's really it. It's not high maintenance, it's easy, and what I love is that I'm not doing laundry of just towels and towels and laundry all the time. I feel like I was constantly just staying up and taking time away from my girls to fold laundry, and now I don't have to tell them not to knock over the piles of towels. I'm just hanging out with them and making sure our house is a safe haven. So I hope that y'all are having so much fun cleaning with Norwex, and if y'all have any questions, just let me know, and happy Norwexing!